Hey, good morning, fellas. Happy Friday. I'm just showing you how crazy the weather just is here today. It's supposed to, I guess we're finally getting winter. I'll let you take a look. Take you out back. It's almost 7 o'clock here, and that is the Franklin Mountains. There's like I'll take you in the inside and show you the rest. It's So my wife has been giving me a hard time about not going to the emergency room or the doctor to see the about my eye, and to my dismay, I actually made an appointment to see my VA doctor. His name is Chang, and I went and saw him yesterday at the Veterans Clinic here on the west side of El Paso. The older cat's not coming outside, but the younger cat is. I'll take you out in here and show you. So I go in, and you go through the process. The process is you make an appointment. They give you a time, and you got to show up 15 minutes early to see the nurse. I'll show you the backyard. The Franklin Mountains, the clouds look like, I don't know, it looks like one of those movies where there's an apocalypse or something. There are the Franklin Mountains, and the clouds are just been hanging over the top. Here is the sun. There is Nala out there. The wind's blown. Well, the wind stopped for a while, but I'll have to clean the pools out. There's the trees. There's the pool. Take you over to the pool. Anyway, so I go in. Blood pressure's fine. I'm a big guy, so I weighed. What did I weigh yesterday? And they weigh you with your clothes on. I wear a pair of jeans, a sweater, a jacket, my wallet, my keys, all that kind of stuff. And I weighed in at 74 inches and 258 pounds. And I get in and I get to see the nurse, and I tell them what happened, and then I'm having little problems with my eyes, like a blurry vision. And anyways, that was weird. Blurry vision, and doesn't matter. I see stars off in the edge, so I finally go in there. The nurse is like, okay, it was a fight, and da 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 da. She was more concerned about she wanted to continue our conversation where we talked about dating and her finding a guy than actually how hard is it to find a guy. Why is it so hard to find a guy? Anyways, all I told her about that was, here, I'll let the cat back in. It doesn't seem like it wants to stay out, and it ran right in. Okay, excuse me. A lot of women, as they're older, hey, let me get to the point. So so my appointment was at 9:30, maybe at 9:50. 9:55, the doc comes in, Dr. Chang comes in. He looks at me, goes, what the hell happened to you? He goes, hey, sit down over there. He shut the lights off, and he's flashing this light in my eye, and he goes, okay, Mr. Forsyth, just stay right there. He turns the light back in, leaves the room for about 30 seconds, comes back in and says, hey, I made an appointment for you at the emergency room at Providence Hospital, which is right up the street. And I was like, emergency room? He says, Mr. Forsyth, anytime your eye gets damaged like that. And I said, anyways, I just let him speak. And so I go over to the emergency room, and lo and behold, I have a hemorrhage inside my eyeball. It looked like, when they showed me, they gave me a CT scan, and then they gave me that scan that they use for pregnant ladies. And they showed me the results of both of them. The one that they use for the ladies for pregnant, it looks like I have a little hurricane inside of my eyeball floating around. Now, that's going to dissipate over time. So anyways, I was a little surprised. I'll go back and I'll thank Dr. Chang and the staff. I'll take them a bottle of it's called Casa Azul tequila and say thank you to them. The doctors, anyways, it was just really nice. It's amazing. And the thing I got told is they were like, Mr. Forsyth, you're 59 years old. You can't be fighting like you do. Your bones change as you get older. They're not as strong as they were when you were younger. Da 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 da. And anyways, they didn't tell me anything. Blood pressure's fine, weight's fine. They didn't tell me anything like that, but they were just like, anyway. So really nice. It's a great day. Happy Friday. I don't have any problems. I've decided that I'm going to just let this go. If I'm not going to try to make any money off of this or try to sue the individual. I don't want to put any more bad vibrations out in the world than are already out there. I don't think. I just don't want to try to ruin somebody over a fight. And it was just a fight between two guys, and that's it. Although I did get sucker punched at the end. That's the thing I'm mad about, because, you know, I'm coaching boxing and MMA and all that kind of stuff. You're always supposed to keep your guard up. And as soon as I let mine down, I got popped. So it is what it is. I'll try to pump out the dividend reinvestment plan stocks video today. Gonna go for a walk if it doesn't get too crazy out here, but it's actually going to be below freezing next week, so I'll have to do a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys have sprinklers. You got to blow the sprinkler systems out so you don't bust a valve or pop a line or anything like that. I'll be putting around trying to keep the pool semi-clean. Nothing other than that. There's no drama going on, and now I'll go back to the nurse. No, there were 3 nurses who were around between my wife's age and my age who were asking me questions about how they can find a guy. And I told them how many dates I went on. And I told them what I expected out of a woman. And that my wife and I, no matter what, we go 50-50 in our relationship. And that our age, my age, and her age, it's an executive marriage. This isn't a marriage where we're going to have kids and, you know, raise a family and all that kind of stuff. 50%. All the bills, you have to pay 50%. And I told all 3 of them that the guy that's you should probably be with or hanging out with or who wants to be with you is probably standing right here in your face. All 3 of these women had guys that were best friends. And I said, are they heterosexual males? And they all 3 said yes. And I said, well, that guy wants to be with you. I said, I don't have any female friends, and I've never had female friends to the point to where I don't, how do I put this? I want to belong to somebody. I want to belong to somebody, and now I do belong to somebody, and I want that person to belong to me. Once I have that part of my life filled, there's no other room in my life for another woman. Now, that does not include family members. Like, I love my suegra, my mother-in-law, but it was surprising. And each one of the ladies that I asked, do you have a guy around you or near you? Oh, yeah, all 3 of them had a best friend who was a male. And I was like, that guy's just waiting for you to wake up, and he's not going to stay around forever. So that's that. But the other thing I did tell them, and they seemed very shocked about, and I don't understand how nurses or people that work in the medical community can be shocked about this, is I don't think there are far too many women that do not realize what a absolute horrific risk a man takes to have a woman in his life. And I told them all, you know, because I think I went into the emergency room at like 8 o'clock, and I came out at like 2:30 in the afternoon. So all that time, I'm having time to talk to these nurses. And anyways, to the point to where I told them, hey, look, that's enough. I don't want to talk to you. But what I explained to them is the risk. I said, at any point in time, a woman in your life as a man can go and she's just had enough of you, and she can, all she has to do is call the cops and say you abused her emotionally. You yelled at her once too many times. You disagreed with her once too many times and hurt her feelings. She can pretty much ruin your reputation, get you fired, all that kind of stuff, and without doing too much work. And the only way a guy has the ability to fight back is if he has recorded conversations with that woman. And that's what I just talked about him about the risk, about being 50-50 and the rest of that. All three of them they listened more than they spoke, which was very rare for women, especially nurses. And I told them that a lot of men are turned off by unfeminine women, and I told them that nurses, because of the requirements of their jobs, end up becoming more masculine than feminine. So they seemed happy with my response. But and the other thing is, they wanted a guy my size, and all of them were made. The combined average height of them was maybe 5'2", 5'4", and they want the 6'2" guy. No, that's not going to happen. And they all had a guy waiting in the wings who wanted to be with them, but they put him in the friend zone. So. Anyways, I know I drove down too much. Love you guys. Oh, we lost our internet too. I don't know if you guys have Spectrum. We have Spectrum, and there's this thing that looks like a little tower and this little square box. In about yesterday, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, they both just died at the same time. So had to get that fixed up. Other than that, by the way, the Lions, Detroit Lions, are 12-1. Woohoo! Hopefully this is their year. They haven't had this type of a winning record since 1931, and I kind of claim Detroit because that's kind of where I grew up. But I grew up in a bad part of Detroit. So anyways, love you guys. Just trying to help. You don't have to like or subscribe. I'm just trying to help. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Like a fart in a G-string. West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.